I'm really excited to be able to join with my fellow former planning commissioner, Vice Mayor Kuo, to bring this forward. I wanted to bring this forward with my colleague, the Citizens Initiative, to ensure local land use control, including zoning, planning, and regulations that are made at the local level instead of at Sacramento, in the aftermath of our governor signing these two bills, SB9 and SB10. This resolution is in support of an initiative that has been supported in bipartisan as well as independents. They're calling it tripartisan. It would actually amend the state constitution and establish once and for all that when a state law conflicts with a county or city provision regarding zoning or development or basically land use, the local provision will preside and prevail over conflicting state law. And the initiative protects voter-approved local measures like Councilmember Vice Mayor Kuo mentioned that regulate zoning and development and land use. SB9 requires city governments to approve these developments in any area that the state allows them, which is virtually everywhere, except with a few exceptions. So what is this SB9? For the residents of Irvine, SB9, which is now the law of the state of California, allows a property owner, a single-family property owner, to split that lot into two lots, to add a second home to the lot, or to split their lot in two and place duplexes on each lot on real estate and on land use that the cities across California, but particularly, obviously, here in the city of California, have zoned for single-family residential homes. An SB9 lot split, followed by an SB9 two-unit project on each of these two new lots result in 4 total dwellings on what we here in Irvine put down in our master plan as residential single-family housing. This will spell, in my view, an unfortunate and disastrous end to the greatest master plan of a residential community that has ever been conceived of and carried out in the United States of America. In our city, the great master plan community of Irvine, California. How fitting it is that we can take a stand against these draconian rules from Sacramento as we recently have closed our 50th year, where we had a symposium and we had other meetings where we looked at and talked to the city founders about what their ideas were in mind with regard to the quality of life and the master plan. And when we say master plan, what does that mean? Well, that means that people with far higher degrees than myself in land use and urban planning and how to lay things out and how people and connectivity and work and play and traffic and movement of people in a thriving community and interactions can lay down a map. And this is a map that has evolved, but it was essentially set up in 1971 with certain things. A residential would be here and commercial recreation would be there, and we're gonna set this area away for parkland. And it's been carefully, I think, by all council members since its inception. I think every single one of us that has served know that in some way when we're taking an oath of office, we're taking it to protect the master plan of the city of Irvine. The way that this initiative works is very simple. It's a diverse group that says that we disagree with the fact that single-family residential housing can be split into 4 units, which would probably very likely destroy the very character of a community and how the streets were designed and how the emergency access was designed, and again, the flow of traffic was designed. You know, every couple of years we have elections, and the biggest issues when they do the polling is always development, overdevelopment, and traffic. And with good reason. And the many town halls that I've done personally is that I get the response, what is the biggest issue and what are we doing about traffic and how are we gonna fix the flow of movement in the great city in which we live. So this initiative's proponents are a very diverse group. For example, John Heath is the executive director of a nonprofit affordable housing and property management firm in South Los Angeles. There's also Bill Brand, who is one of the backers as the mayor of the already diverse community of Redondo Beach. Peggy Wong is the mayor of Yorba Linda. Jovita Mendoza is a council member in the northern city of Brentwood, and Dennis Richards is a forming planning commissioner of the city of San Francisco. 79 California cities have passed a resolution for local control and land use, and 528 elected officials have supported this move for California cities to trust their local bodies for land use decisions. And as Vice Mayor Quill mentioned earlier, the Southern California Association of Governments, which is the nation's largest metropolitan planning organization, and includes most of Southern California except for San Diego, passed overwhelmingly a resolution just like this supporting this ballot initiative. And there's also cities in Orange County that are following suit. Anaheim has passed it, Yorba Linda, Rancho Santa Margarita, the great city of Fullerton, Newport Beach, Laguna Woods, and others. So I would just say, in closing, really excited to bring this forward. We do believe we have a chance here to kind of defend our master plan and you know, the way that we've kind of set up, you know, the way that things work here. And I would just kind of close by saying, this isn't really about throwing sand, if you will, in the you know, proverbial face or in the eyes of the need for affordable housing, the need for transitional housing. There is no other city in the county of Orange that has done more in the affordable housing arena than the city of Irvine. And that doesn't mean we stop here, and we have to do far, far more so we can have a livable community for everyone. But what this does do, in my humble opinion, is this protects the quality of life that we all came here to enjoy. It protects the master plan that was laid down here and the quality of life that's fostered by it, by the way things are laid out. And it does protect residential housing. It protects communities like Northwood and Woodbridge, and Cypress Village and Turtle Rock and West Park and every other village I haven't mentioned. So I'm really excited to kind of move this forward, and I thank you very much for your time, Mayor.